Hi there, Laura here. Today I am going to do a shop my stash for May. No. Hi there, Laura here. Today I am going to do my June shop my stash. So let's have a quick look at what I did last month. And what I chose last month was I used this OXX glitter in purple. Now I used these three things, the lip liner and the lip gloss and the glitter all came in a set, and the set was called Fantasy. So the glitter is very pretty. I'm not going to hold up the pot because I'll just hold up the lid. It's very, very pretty. And I used it 3 times, but it must have been right at the beginning of the month because I don't actually remember using it now. I'm sure if I look back in my videos, I go, oh yeah, that's where I used it. And I used it on my lips. And I used the BH Cosmetics Eyelights. This one here in Psych. I only used that once. And the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit Liquid Eyeshadow in Emerald. I used once. And the liner, the purple liner, which looked like this. It's a pale purple, can you see that? I used that 4 times. So I used the liquid lip gloss in this very pale purple. It doesn't have a lot of colour to it. I used that 6 times. And I used my CoverGirl Feelings lipstick, which is a purple. Looks like this. I used that twice. And I used my Revolution blush palette in Blush Queen. I used that 6 times. And I used my Chi Chi Opalescent Glow highlighter palette. And this is a cream product. If I can open it. And I used this 4 times. And that was all I had in my shop my stash because I try and do about 5 things for the month. But it wasn't really working very well this month for me. I was doing quite well on my project pan stuff mostly. But the shop my stash stuff I felt just wasn't really working because I was trying too many different palettes through the month, and then a lot of the stuff that I had picked to use through the month just didn't go with the palettes I was using. So I think I might change it a little bit this month just to see how it'll work. I might not like it. So what I thought I'd do is when I change the palette, I will shop my stash for things that will go with the palette that I want to use, along with my Pan-Net palette. So this month I want to use the Main Squeeze palette first. I don't know what I'm going to use after that, but first I want to use the Main Squeeze palette, and I'm actually wearing it on my eyes today and really enjoying it. So looks like this. So lots of reds. So I thought I would shop my stash with using this in mind and pick a few things that I might want to use with that palette. And then when I change to a different palette, I should shop my stash again to find out what I want to use with a different palette. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense in my head anyway. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm thinking with my Main Squeeze palette in mind. Here. We've got a bit of sort of berryish tones and red tones and pinky tones and slightly more orangey tones that I'm thinking about what kind of lipsticks I will want to use with that. And I'm thinking I will want to use this Slay All Day lip stain. This is in a red. And I'm thinking I may want a berry So this is a Kate Morel one in Scarlet Blaze, which is a berry colour. It's not red as Scarlet Blaze would suggest. Wait. So I've got a berry and a red, about a pink. I want a pink. Not sure about that one. This is a metallic lipstick from the Body Shop. Which is really hard to get out with one hand, so looks like this. Might be too cool toned. Got a bright red in a metallic liquid lipstick from LA Girl. And it's a fairly dry formula, so I'd probably want a gloss on top. So this is an LA Colours gloss, and I don't know what colour, hang on, Catwalk it's in. So maybe those two. So that's two reds and a berry. And I've also got my Project Pan stuff, so that would be enough, I imagine. And highlighter. Is it my highlighter drawer? No, it's not. This is my highlighter drawer. So I think I'll go for the Wet n Wild highlighting palette because it's got a nice pink one. This one here is quite a nice pink shiny highlighter. It's also got a kind of a white one. It's got a kind of a pink to it too. So White Lily and Botanic Dreams look like good colours, and then if I want something more champagne-y, it's in there as well. So I'm going to choose this one to go with this palette. And blush. What do I want for blush this time round? Don't have a lot, actually. No. I was going to say maybe that one, but no. I don't think so. I've used this one for a while. Let's see. This one might work. It's got some nice pinks down the bottom, but it's also got the apricot shades that sometimes you get in those reds as well. So I think I'll use my Ticci Ombre Blush collection. And then my glittery drawer, which is looking quite exciting at the moment. What do I want to use here? Now I've got some new Focal Law things. So I might try these three. So one's in Amethyst Crush and Amethyst and Flaming, no, Platinum. One day I will learn how to say that when I'm all grown up. So I'm going to bring these ones out because I think that'll go well with this palette. And where did that go? Lost it. Oh, I know where it is. It's in my box of new things, I think. Yes. I have to bring out the birthday one that came with it. the Super Shock one, because you can't not have that with it. That would be a bit weird. And oh, there's something else that I would like to try out. Some my palettes over here, and that is my Revolution Hot Pursuit Glitter palette, which I have a feeling I'm going to be disappointed in, but I'm going to try it in any case. To go with my Main Squeeze palette, I'm also bringing in my Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil. Eyeliner, that's the word I'm looking for. Because I think that'll go well with that dark colour in the palette. This one here. And I don't have a bright red eyeliner, but that would have been quite nice. And I also want a red lip liner. So I'll bring in my L'Oreal Paris Perfect Red Lip Liner. Which looks like that. It goes well with the reds in my collection. So actually I ended up with more stuff than what I normally end up with when I do it for a whole month. And I will show you the Revolution palette in case you didn't see my month in review. So this is this palette here, and I think this one and this glitter, and possibly this glitter might come in handy if I can get it out. So fire was my initial thought, and as you can see I can get nothing on my finger. Sparks was my next choice, so I can get a little bit off there because I thought that might go with that plummy shade. So if I do a kind of a swatch, I'm just rubbing it backwards and forwards on my wrist, and I'm getting hardly anything on my wrist, but you can see it on my finger now. If I can get it to show like what's on my finger on my eye, that would be pretty, but I have my doubts. And also Burning Desire looks about the right tone of red as well. And that one's going to come off too, so that's good. I'll just rub my arm there, so it's not coming off at all. I'm going to have to figure out how to use these. So if anyone's used the Revolution glitter palettes, how do you get them on your eyes? Because I'm not sure. They're kind of like, it's like hard pan. That one feels really dry and nothing's coming off. What about if I get a sponge applicator? So I can rough up the surface with the sponge applicator, but it's not sticking to the applicator. But then I can pick it up with my finger, can I? And then I can pick it up with my finger. So that's actually really pretty when you can actually pick it up. This could be frustrating. So I'm just going into that fire colour again. So that fire one is really bright red and pretty on my little finger there. Sorry. So those are really pretty on my fingers, but when I try and put them on my arm, nothing much happens, so we will see. And they definitely need a glitter glue because they just came straight off my arm. It's not sticking. They are sticking to my fingers a little bit better, but not that well. Yeah, it comes off my finger fairly easily too, so definitely going to need a glitter glue, and maybe then it might stick, I don't know. So that one's going to take a bit of experimenting, I think. And the Super Shock Shadow in Birthday Treat, I will swatch that for you so you can see what it looks like. So I got that free with the palette, but I did want it anyway because it's a gorgeous colour. Oh, so pretty. So it's way more orange. So it's kind of an orangey colour. So if I look in the Main Squeeze palette, that big gulp colour would go with it. And maybe maraschino. I'll find a clean finger. And maybe juicy fruit. Yeah, juicy fruit will go nicely with it. There's juicy fruit. That's the Super Shock shadow. And there is Big Gulp and maraschino. So I think I'd have to go more the orange way than the red way for this one. But that's okay, I can do that. I like orange. You might have noticed. So that's what I'm going to do. Oops. So what I think I'll do is I will do it. I probably said this already and I can't even remember. What I think I'll do is I will, here's me trying to think of words. What I think I will do is I will use my Main Squeeze palette and use the stuff that I've picked out, possibly, that I think might go with it. And then when I change the Main Squeeze palette to something else, then I'll shop my stash again. We'll see how that works. We'll see if that works better than what I'm doing now. So thanks for watching my Shop My Stash for June, or Shop My Stash Part 1 for June. I'm not sure how many I'll end up doing. It depends how many looks I do with the Main Squeeze palette, because I'll also use it as my palette partner. So I'll do a review on this with some looks on its own, and I'll also mix it with my palette partner and then change palettes. So we'll see how we go. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.